Hello and thanks for joining us. My name is Jesse. If you're just tuning in for the first time, this is a continuation of my Meteor Hammer and Rope Dart tutorial series. In today's video we're going to be covering shooting in succession from the knee. I'll start with the demonstration. Okay, so that's shooting in succession from the knee. Now this is only one way to do this. Okay, spoiler warning, you can use this frontward facing or facing sideways. Okay, when you're frontward facing, you can use only the saddle side of the leg, or you can use only the holster side of the leg. It's up to you. Or if you're facing sideways, then we can alternate between saddle side and opposite holster side. So I think to start, we'll show this only from the saddle side of the leg, forward facing, because that's the easiest one I think for now, for you to learn the timing for this movement. So there are 3 rules that we need to apply for doing this movement. Rule number 1, make sure that when you do your initial knee shot that your meteor, you have enough slack in your meteor for it to fly out quite a little ways to give you an extra half a second or so to set up for the next movement. Rule number 2, do not retrieve the meteor too quickly. This is going to be very important, and you'll see why when you start practicing. Rule number 3, immediately after you shoot, take a step forward with the knee that you shoot with to set up for the next shot. Okay? So before we move on to actually chaining these together, I'll give you a preliminary exercise that you can do that'll help you get comfortable with this motion first. So what we're going to do, you can pick any side that you want to start off, but I would say use your lead leg. So our stance initially is going to be Meteor Hammer at the rear, okay, or your rope dart. Lead leg is at the rear, okay, so I'm facing this way, and I'm going to start in a down spin. From here, I'm going to shoot with the knee and take a step forward. Okay? So that's the initial setup for this movement when you're just learning it. When you get more comfortable with it, it does not matter how you start off. It only matters that you're set up for the next knee shot immediately after you do your shoot, your initial one. Okay, so this is my stance to start. What I'm going to do is start in a down spin, take a step forward, and shoot with that knee. Immediately, my dart comes to the opposite side of my body. So I'll show you this from the front. Lead leg is at the rear in a down spin, shoot forward, and immediately the dart comes to the opposite side of the body. Okay? It started here, then I shot, it ends here. Okay? Now when you get here, you can do 1 or 2 or 3 spins, and then shoot again, and stepping forward every time that you shoot. So once again, shoot, step forward, add a rotation or 2, shoot, step forward, add a rotation or 2. And we can keep doing this, okay, until you get really comfortable with the movement of shoot, step, switch sides, shoot, step, switch sides, okay? Now, the more comfortable you get with this motion, all we're going to do now is start taking rotations out of the extra spins that we do in between shots. So let's say we do 3 rotations, something like this. Shoot, 1, 2, 3. Shoot, 1, 2, 3. Shoot, 1, 2, 3. Then when we get more comfortable with it, then maybe we'll do 2 rotations in between, and then 1 rotation in between. And then when you're really comfortable with 1, we'll demonstrate that. Shoot, 1, shoot, 1, shoot, 1, shoot, 1. Okay? When you get comfortable doing that, then we can take out that 1 rotation and we can go straight into 1 knee to the next. Okay? So just remember those 3 rules. Make sure you have enough slack in your rope don't retrieve the rope too quickly and step down and forward. Take a step forward to set up immediately for the next knee shot. Altogether, it'll look like this. Okay, so I have to let you experiment on your own time to figure out the timing for when to step forward with the knee, okay? But I'll tell you this, there should be just a slight pause when the rope dart reaches the fullest point of extension, and as it starts to drop down, okay, to come back towards you, that's when you're gonna raise your knee and intercept, okay? It shoots out, it reaches the fullest point of extension, there's a slight pause right before it drops down. That's when you take the next step forward and you intercept with your next shot with your opposite knee. Okay, so we'll leave it at that for now. I'll make another video explaining, maybe 2 more videos, explaining different ways to do this movement using the outside of the leg, the holster side. For now, I'll end off with a demonstration from a few different angles. That is shooting from the knee on the saddle side of the leg in succession. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.